find Chrissy?
The last I saw of her was when I looked up after Lucy fell. She looked right at me. Her eye was red.
Is that what's happening to us tomorrow? We all vanishing in thin air and there's nothing we can do about it.
No!
Stanich, quick!
No, wait! Please don't run away! My leg!
All right! Okay, you've got me! You're gonna pack us off to Astrid Island like you did Gerry!
Astrid Island? Who told you about that?
You want to help us? And take us to Astrid Island? Is that where our friends are?
We can't say any more about Astrid. We must. It's too risky. We discussed it. No. I can have the authorities pick you up in seconds. Get into the ambulance or I push the call button.
Hello. Remember me?
Mr. Simmons!
It can't be. How did you...
Need to get out of here. The other one will get up soon. I hit him with a bicycle pump.
Simon?
Where are you taking us?
Anywhere.
Oh, I can't do that.
We've lost it. On radio base.
Okay, stop.
Simon?
Just stop, would you?
So, what's so urgent that we needed to stop? Will you stop filming me?
Why? Don't you want to be seen?
What's wrong, Simon?
Him. How do we know this is Gerry?
Simon, are you serious? He's just saved us.
Did he? How do we know we can trust him? How do we know that this is Simo?
'Cause it's him?
Nah. I'm not so sure.
Simon!
Where do you think you're going? Would you mind explaining? Hey! I'm talking to you! Would you tell me what you're playing at?
Get off me.
Look, when we've got time, everything.
Yeah, after you've driven us who knows where. Forget it.
Simon, have you lost your mind?
How do we know he's not working for Stanich? They're trying to trick us. Or on the side of the aliens, for that matter.
Simon, I know you're upset.
You're too right, I'm upset. Chris is gone. You don't know what I've been through. If you want my trust, Simo, or whoever you are, you're gonna have to earn it.
Ambulance 33, you must pull over now. Release your passengers. We're tracking your location. You can't escape.
Oh, no!
There's Leon, David, Sarah, Shona and Chrissy as well as you three. Are you satisfied now, Simon? I know the other members of the group.
Not really.
Simon, that's enough.
Guys!
I escaped from the hospital. Professor Sharp had kept me sedated, but I was able to hide the tablets they were giving me.
We have to go. They know where we are.
Right, we'll dump the ambulance. Get away on foot.
Just us three, not him.
Simon, Lucy is still injured. We need all the help we can get.
You have to trust me, Simon.
Let's just get our stuff and get off the road. Lucy, you stay here and conserve your energy.
Forget what Simon says, Mr. Simmons. I'm pleased to see you.
After I realised you were no longer around the Paramundi Bridge, I decided to keep an eye on the Institute. I figured if Stanich got hold of you, that's where she'd take you. I have to admit, I was quite pleased to see you there. Only wish I could have helped sooner.
Mr. Simmons, can we stop now? We must be miles away from the ambulance, and I'm not sure how much further Lucy can go in this leg.
Good idea.
Glad to see you've calmed down.
Shut up and listen.
What?
This is a message to all of you that aren't with us at the moment. Talking to you like this helps me to believe that one day I'll hear you complain about the heat, Chrissy. And watch you devour pizza in seconds, Leon. So, where do I start? Well, Mr. Simmons is back, although Simon's not too pleased. I must admit, it is weird that Mr. Simmons turned up like that, even though he did give us an explanation. Being on this trip has taught me to trust my feelings. And I think Mr. Simmons is all right. It'll be dark soon. And if what we know is right, tomorrow will be the day that we discover what happens to us. may also be the last day of our lives.
Simon, I know we've been double-crossed before, but never by Mr. Simmons.
It's the first time for everything.
Have you been bitten by another spider and just gone doolally? Why don't you believe Mr. Simmons is who he says he is?
It was the stuff Vic showed me in the caves. The ancient paintings depicting the sky gods and the descent to Earth.
And one of them looked just like Mr. Simmons.
Get lost, Harry. The paintings showed the aliens splitting into two beings, identical to each other.
So?
What if Gerry, after he was abducted, came back as two Gerry Simmons? Here, look at this. See? One person becomes two, like twins or something.
But if that's right, then the Mr. Simmons who saved us...
Might not be the original. Might be an alien.
Nah, there's no way. It can't be, we'd realise surely.
Would we? We can't be sure. A couple of weeks ago, if Boff had said anything like that, I would have laughed in his face. But now...
Let's just think about this for a minute. If Mr. Simmons is an alien, which he may or may not be, he saved us from Stanage. So he doesn't mean to harm us.
At least not yet, he doesn't.
What do you suggest we do?
Nothing, just keep an eye on him. Let him make the first move and don't tell him anything. Got that?
Poor Chrissy. I hadn't been on the road.
There's no point blaming yourself, Lucy. You've got quite a collection of tapes there now.
I know. I've got so used to recording everything that's happening to us. I don't know what use there'll be if we all end up disappearing.
Lucy, we'll find a way to beat this virus, no matter how long it takes.
That's the thing. We've only got one day left.
What do you mean?
We recorded an eyewitness in Falkirk. He claims he saw us walking into the waves. That was the last thing anyone ever saw.
But you survived.
No. What he saw still has to happen. Tomorrow. Hard to explain. Here, for yourself.
What do you think you're doing? Are you about to show him this?
Simon, if he's going to help us, he needs to know what's happening.
Don't show him anything. Don't tell him anything.
Right, that's it. I've had enough of this stupidity. I know you've been through a lot, survived without my help, and I applaud you for that. But this idea that I'm somehow against you, that I'm deceiving you, well, I'm not going to listen to it any longer.
But we have to make sure
Have to what? Know that I'm the real Gerry Simmons? Okay, I'll give you proof. I remember the whole trip. I remember how once you didn't even believe in aliens. I remember Chrissy moaning about a broken nail and Leon getting bitten by that snake. And I remember how your stupidity led to me falling over a waterfall. Now, if I'm an alien, how come I remember all of that, Simon? Come on, answer me! Right. Now that we've got all that settled, let's get these tents set up before it gets dark.
What if the aliens mind probed him? They could have extracted all that information from the real Simo's brain.
Simon, do me a favour.
What?
Put a sock in it. When Simon talked about the cave painting and the twins, I thought he was onto something. Because the Aboriginal drawings have been so accurate before. It must mean something important. If David was here, he'd know what it meant. I'm sure Simon's wrong about Mr. Simmons, though. He's on our side. We have to trust him.
So, how do you fancy